Yeah, so you say value 1, value 2, value 3 up to value n. Yeah, where n means that you can insert as many data as possible, as long as they correspond to the number of columns that you have in that particular table. Okay, so we use the insert keyword, and one of the questions that we have is, if you have made a particular column to be a foreign key, then ensure that where that key is a primary key, you first insert there first before you insert into the table of the foreign key. Okay, so it is always to first insert the primary key table, okay, and then before you insert data into the foreign key table. So these are our tables here. Okay, we have a table here, which we are calling the Guardian table. So the Guardian table has this data, and we want to insert data into this table here. So this is how we shall do it. Yeah, we shall say insert into Guardian, and then we give the values that are available to be inserted into. Okay, so the syntax will be insert into Guardian. Okay, once this is done, you open the brackets and insert. But remember, as you insert, you must follow the columns. Okay, so the guide column, maybe the guide column is an integer. Maybe we shall say it was a character. So it is a character. Maybe I don't know which character we can use here. Okay, so we can put anything here. So if they are character strings, we must put them in quotes. We shall say maybe worker, okay, like that, and then we put a comma. Okay, this can be in single quotes as well. You also give the G name is also a varchar. So a varchar, maybe you can put it also in quotes if you want. Okay, some systems will accept double. So let me try this. I haven't tried it out. So it will be Guardian worker. Okay, the second column is maybe a name. I don't know the G name. Okay, so the G name maybe will be maybe James. Okay, so put that in quotes. We put a comma, and then the telephone number. The telephone number is 0776. Okay, maybe 451321, something like that. Okay, then we put a comma, and then the G address. So the G address maybe is 001. This was a character, so maybe D001. So can maybe put D001 just for practice purposes. Okay, so these are the digits that we want to enter, and then we shall close this. Yeah, and then terminate. Be able to give the comma. So let's see if the double quotes work here. Okay, so the double quotes have not worked. So let's see. Okay. So this should be working with single quotes. So let's try single quotes here.
Why isn't the number in quotes?
Okay, integers, even when you don't put them in quotes, it is okay. But characters and varchars, we must provide them in quotes. So let's try to change this. Okay, we had also missed here the keyword of values. Oh, so important. Okay. Okay, so that is now okay. So we have the first data inserted by the work that we have given it here. So this is uh, this information is installed. So for you to check what you have worked on, we can now be able to view this work here by saying select. Okay, we can issue a select all statement. So it says select all from Guardian. Okay. Okay, so we see that now we already have data inserted into our system, the one that I have just worked on. Are we together? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try this out. Let's try to insert this data into the system, and then we can get back and see what to do. So this is it. Let's try this out. Let's try to insert these values here. Let's use 3 minutes to do that. Okay, are we done? Can we continue? Can we continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have inserted. That is one way of inserting by just providing values direct. And when you're using this format, you must ensure that the entries that you're giving correspond to the attributes that are in your table. Otherwise, you'll get an error. And if that happens, like we've already viewed, so we use the select statement. You use the select statement to see what is in your database. So here we said select all. This asterisk means that select all. It means all. So select all from Guardian to be able to see our work. You should be able to do that. Okay?
I have a question, Mr.
Yes,
Kwanzaa.
please. Yes.
So if I command and I say select all, I write the word all, cannot be in position to do it, or I need to put that up thing.
It will. It will. It
I
will also
write it once.
yes.
Thank you.
You could try it out and see. The good thing with the if you said select all, like what you're saying, from Guardian. Okay, so you see, in some instances it will refuse. In others, it will give it to you. Okay, so it is much better use the asterisk. Yeah,
Thank you.
to be on the safe side. All right. So inserting values in selected columns. if you want, the first example I have given you, we were able to insert in all columns. But there are times when you need to select particular columns to insert into. So you'll say column 1, column 2, and maybe you don't want to insert in column 3 and column 4. So you have to list the columns yourself. Okay, so you say column 1, column 2, and then value 1 and 2. So this will give you specifically the number of columns that you want to, I mean the number of columns you've listed to insert into. Okay, for example, if you want to insert into guardians and you want to have only these 3 here to be the ones to insert into, then we only list those addresses and then provide the values in their order, the way you want them to be inserted into, and it will be done. I hope you get the difference there. Do we get that difference?
That one I've not understood.
Okay, we are saying in the first instance, we have how many columns? We have 4 columns in the Guardian table. Okay, the first type of insertion, we inserted in all columns. Yeah, but supposing you want to insert maybe in guide and G phone and address and leave out the G name, what do you do? What you do is to first list the columns that you want to insert into. Okay, so you'll say, if you want to insert in only 3 columns, we shall say select, we shall say insert into Guardian. Okay, and then we list the columns that we want to insert into. So insert into Guardians, then we list the column. We want to insert into guide. Okay, we want to insert into G phone. Yeah, and then maybe G address. Okay, so we list them because we want to only insert into those values. So once we do that, we close this and then we say values. Okay, then again we open the values that we want to insert here. Are we together? So we say maybe the guide is a character, maybe we shall say, okay, maybe mark. I don't know what it meant, what we meant there, but we can use that. And then comma. We also mentioned G phone, so we put there G phone, something like that. Maybe this. Okay, that, and then the G address. So G address maybe is DDD 4123. Yeah, so that's our G address. Okay, so we want to insert in only selected fields and not all of them. Okay, so once we do this, then we can now be able to insert those values there. So this is what it means. Okay, that you are only inserting in only those values. So that's why we see that here we mentioned the 3 of them, and we only gave 3 values. So we gave this 333 as one value, then the Sousa as the second value, yeah, and then the Sousa, and then S13, this one is all, comma, Ashok village, comma, Daman as one string as well. So we add 3 things to insert into. So the same applies to what we have done in our query here, the one that I'm trying to insert into. So I have listed the columns. I'm saying that insert for me in guide, in gphone, in address, and yeah, these are the values. So we shall leave out, the system will leave out the column that you have not been able to list. Is that clear?
Yes.
For me, I have a query.
Yes, please.
How comes when you describe students table, you can see it, and when you describe the guardian table, you can see it, but when you try to insert into Guardian values, then it tells you the database doesn't exist. Yet when you describe to show, you can see both of the tables.
Can you show us that?
Okay, let me try to switch here on the laptop, please, briefly. Hello,
Yes, please.
I'm trying to share now.
Okay, share.
So, sir, this is my screen. When I try to describe the student's database, it shows that it exists, right? And the Guardian as well. It's down here. But when I try to alter it works. But if I try to insert into here the values like this, it tells you that the Guardian table doesn't exist. But when you try to say describe the students table and Guardian table, it can show it to you, as you see here and here.
Wait, wait. What are you asking exactly? Did you try to insert and it refused?
Yes, I try to insert, you can see like here. And the
Wait,
result was
wait,
this.
wait. The error that it is bringing is check the manual that for the rate syntax to use near 07. So where is your 07? You see that there is a, you didn't put a comma?
Where? Around here.
Yes, because those
But
were
I
seen.
did
Okay, down here,
try
you
to,
did, you edited it.
yes, I tried to edit it down here. Where
Where?
is it? I edited it here. You can see I edited
Then
it.
you gave it here, okay. And then what did it tell you? Table student
Guardian doesn't exist.
attendance dot guardian. Okay, let's see. Insert into guardian.
Again here. Yes.
First describe for me guardian.
Okay. That's what it
Okay.
does.
Yes, there should be a spelling error in guardian. Check
Oh,
the spelling you used in guardian.
how can I change? I mean, check that spelling.
Um, describe. Okay, let's see. Uh, how can I see that? Scroll up. We shall be able to see how you spell the guardian. The problem is on the spelling.
Sir,
Okay.
or will you show databases?
It will only show you that. Scroll down up again. Okay. Where you changed, where you have the right syntax. You have somewhere? Guardian. You see that it is different?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's where the problem is. So write spelling. So it is not recognizing the database down.
Yeah. Ready.
Okay. Just scroll down. Okay, so you can try it out that it will work. So just change the spelling the way it was up. Okay. Any other issue?
I was also asking if you already typed like your work like this and then you close. When you come back, you have to repeat from the first step.
No, all the other one, the other work is already existing on the system. There is no, it is already where you have stopped, that work is saved. Okay, so whatever you
Automatically.
have, yes, it is saved automatically. You don't need
Okay.
to repeat what you had done. For example, if you had saved 4 tables, I mean, you have created 4 tables, they will be there. If you've made insertions, they will also be there. Just use the right syntax to call on the data, on the tables. All right, thank you. And let's continue. So I think you have understood this, that we can be able to insert in only prescribed 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 attributes, that you can insert in some attributes and leave the others. Okay, we have already seen that as an example. So can we try to insert more of these records? Okay, so this is the exercise that we have. Let's continue inserting these values here. Okay. Okay,
So
sorry.
we can't see your screen.
Okay, so I'm saying our exercise, we've already inserted the first column, I mean the first values. Can we continue and insert the others? And you realize that in row number 3, the guide has no entry. So I want to look at your table when it is like this. So that is our exercise for today. Have you got it? We shall stop here with this exercise. Next time we come, we shall continue from there. Yes, please go ahead. Come again. Yes, of course. You have to have a clear storage of your data. So it is the same applies, yeah. So you can change the physical. I think you remember we talked of the changing the physical storage without you having to change the logical. So you can just add in the hard disk, yeah, maybe improve on your RAM, whatever, and the system will work perfectly. Yeah.
Mr. Wakari,
Okay, I
Mr.
am
Wakari,
going. Yes, please.
you
I have
talked
a
of
question.
sending the notes on WhatsApp
Okay,
group.
let me do that right away.
I have another question, sir.
Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, still on the V class, it shows that you still have a class from 5:30 to 8 p.m.
I have already sent a message to Madam. Let me try to call her and I see if she's going to pick, so that she can disable
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
So I have just one inquiry.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please.
Yes.
This is Gilbert.
Yes, Robert.
Gilbert here. Now, are there instances instances using our command line where we
You're breaking. You're
can
breaking.
insert an existing Excel onto our database. So what I mean is like, let's say we have already, I'm saying, yes, I'm asking, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Yes, sir, can you hear me?